We sister girling in this moment.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, all right.
You gonna pull it up on your phone?
Yeah, I was
We gotta be able to
absolutely
see.
going to. Right on. Woo woo.
Let's give them a chance to know we here.
Clark Sisters, baby. And we in the place to be.
Let's see.
I got Chris Clark with me.
Let's see.
But have you got that new Clark Sisters album though? Cause we be singing in the background.
Singing in the background.
All around town. We be singing and dancing. But today,
Where you at? I don't see it. Let's see.
it's Sister Sunday.
Can you see it? I don't see it on my
Yeah.
Oh, maybe because he threw my
There
page
we go.
over. Okay, as long as one of us can see it. Can you?
We up
You see
in
anybody
this
up there yet?
mug. Not that I can see. Oh, we got captions. Woo! Wow, look at the studio. Hey, y'all. We are live, and it's 5. And there is one.
Say
One
hello
soul.
to the people.
Woo, woo. I can't see who it is, though, but hello and welcome. You and only you is why we are here, and we do what we do, baby. Ooh, cheers to you for tuning in to Clark Sisters TV. While we get it all together and get it all good. We brought to you live from Black Monopoly and La Familia and Clark Studios and Country Boy Detox and Bears and Bubbles and Cussing and Cardio and The Total Woman and Get Active Girl and Carolina Cure. And those are just a few of our sponsors, to name a few. We got a whole squad out there. You know who you are. Charge it to my head and not my heart if I forgot to say your name.
If they pop up, you're going to be able to...
Well, we got 3, but I just can't. Well, it's not sharing. I'm not getting no comments or words to see who's. So
Yeah,
hello
mine's not
from
even up
1
on
to
mine.
2 to 3. Cheers, baby. Ooh.
Well, I'm going to have to leave you in charge of the phone as I get into the hair because for some reason on my end it's not popping up.
Get into the hair, girl. I will take care of the phone. I'm all over the phone for you.
Yeah.
So what's happening is we have Clark Sisters TV coming to you live straight out of Clark Studios. And as a result, it is Sister Sunday.
Yes.
But we know we like to do things our way. So I made a song, Chris.
Oh.
You know,
like
give me a drum roll, because every show needs a theme song, right? You got to have an intro and an outro.
Yeah.
We learned that at Clark Music School, right? Okay, so this is my idea for our intro. You ready? You want to hear it?
What is it?
We're going to do it like Color Purple. Rather than like, it's Sister Sunday. Woohoo, Sister Sunday. We're going to sing it. We're a singing group, girl. So it's Sister Sunday. Sister, go ahead and come our way.
Come my way.
Yeah, something like that.
You finished? You only wrote 2 lines?
Yeah, you know I'm good for about 4 bars. Then I need assistance.
Those are 4 hashtags you put together and it turned into 2 lines.
A song, right. Because, you know, we got a mega hit producer. He can take 2 lines and turn it into a hot song.
Yeah.
Shout out to Clizzo, J. Clark Productions.
Yes, sir.
Book Javon M. Clark 77 at gmail.com for all of your studio production needs.
And book Clark Sisters. Clark Sisters.
Clark Sisters.
Yeah.
Sustahs. Let me just put a comma right there for those of you that are new. Sustahs. Oh, we just ain't spell it like that for nothing, baby.
Not for nothing.
Not at all. The S is for sisters, and the U is for using, and the S is for sisters, and the T is for attaining, and the A, no, let me back up and slow down. S-U-S, y'all know the song. How I go to cheer? The D is for your sister, and the U is for unique, neat, and you know that we are. That's supersonic. That's that supersonic rhyme. I'm trying to link our sisters acronym to the supersonic slogan. But let me pause because I got caught up. Sisters, sisters using sisters to attain holistic success, baby.
I think I thought.
So not only do you get to just be my sister and hang out and get your hair done, we decided that not only do you get a new view on Sister Sunday, you gonna get a new you.
Oh, okay.
You gonna get a new do and a new view of a new
You.
Okay.
That's right. That's
yes, courtesy of Aggressive Church.
Oh, okay, so people names is popping up now.
People names is popping up, and you know, Aggressive Church is also an affiliate of Clark Studios, Clark Sisters, Clark Productions, Black Monopoly. Hey, Milton, Latanya.
Yes, I stood her up yesterday on the dance floor.
Okay.
I'm sorry. And I was talking to Jay about that, and I was like, I said I was sorry. He was like, accountable is making sure you always be there, not just saying sorry. And those are the type of lessons that we're going to learn here. When you stop in to Clark Sisters TV, when you get around these other sisters, we're going to hold each other accountable. But again, accountable ain't just saying sorry. Anybody could say sorry, right? And you could not mean it. Accountable is also being a person of your word. So I told her, I said I was going to dance yesterday because it started raining and I didn't walk. And so I didn't ever go back because I was doing classwork. But I could have went live after she hit me up to see what time I was going to start and still do it. And my brain didn't want to. So, yeah. She said it wasn't no big deal, but you know what I'm saying? We also trying to grow here. We trying to show that if we if we hold each other accountable as women, then men won't have to do so much. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, why are we here today on Sister Sunday? Besides that it's Sister Sunday, I thought it would be good for us to kick it off with me doing your hair.
Well, let's do it then. I like that idea.
I'm sure you did.
Yes, I did.
Reason being though, because hair is like that first thing that girls are jealous of girls about. God damn it, Grub. God damn it. But the first thing that girls are jealous of other girls about. And so.
Ooh, can I plug?
Yeah, go ahead and plug.
Maybe even mothers and daughters.
Could be. Yeah.
Mothers could be one of the first thing a mom is jealous of her daughter.
Yeah.
Could be her wig.
Yep.
Anyway.
We damn sure know she don't want to do it. That's an extra chore
yes.
of a modern woman, right? Who want to work and not stay home. See, if you're trying to be a woman that's out in the world working,
but don't let me get you off track. You were starting to say,
she gonna always get me on track.
I know. So I'm trying to bring you back. First jealousies amongst women. And I'm trying to pick you up where you left off, where I cut you in.
Oh, shit. I was remembering now.
My bad. She started out talking about how
I do go left. And then when I'm left, I tell you, but she didn't know how to help me get back. But what I'm saying is, though, I agree with you on that with the mother. But as a person that do hear, what I'm also realizing is that the woman who is the mother who don't want to be the stay-at-home mother because we think that it's better for us to work instead of just letting the man be the breadwinner, which is ridiculous because that's the only thing that's about is a woman feel like if she make her own money, she don't have to listen. Because don't a woman want to have to work, right? But anyway, now she want to work and she got a daughter with a head full of hair that need her hair done. And now that time that she could be relaxing because she got to get ready for work on Monday, she's spending a whole Sunday or starting on a Saturday fucking with her daughter hair.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Now she irritated. Extra. But that's your motherly duty.
Right.
But you can't, I mean, that's a whole nother, show to talk about
And that's
the
my
modern
bad,
woman.
because I interjected with the
No,
mamas.
that's cool. That's cool. You know how we
Okay.
do.
Mm-hmm.
This is we free talking here.
Yeah.
This is Sister Sunday. We will have people giving us I would like people to tell us stuff that they want us to talk about per se, the week prior, so we can plan for that. But today is the first day back, so I'm kind of let's just talk about shit. But because it's your hair day, I figured let's do it. Let's talk about this hair thing because it is the root of it all. Because before you got titties, you got hair.
Right.
I wish I would have had that picture. Me and her got a picture that we was probably 6 years old, like our class picture.
Uh-huh.
And your hair, she got her long braids. I got little cornrows right here up into the. And I could see how somebody could feel. They looking at the little girl yo, why my hair ain't that long? I ain't know that, but if I would have saw Sonya, I'd have been looking at her pigtails. Hers like this, and mine's can't even hang. My mama got to connect it to the next braid, because
yes, girl,
she not going to do right. She going to be bent like this before I get out the door,
And that's so crazy, because that was one of my favorite hairstyles, was the 2 ponytails on top. And because I knew throughout the week I couldn't keep them as neat as my mama would have liked for me to, I would say, Mama, just braid them down and then connect them across the top. You know what I'm saying? So then, yeah, that was just one of my favorite looks.
Wow.
But for a different reason,
One thing I know from speaking with Sonya, a lot of the things that we think would have been better for us, or we would have been different if we had it, we wouldn't have, right, Sonya?
Right, yes.
I come from a single parent home. Sonya had both her parents.
Yes.
Sonya's an athlete, academically gifted. I'm from the streets. I barely graduated high school. I'm an entrepreneur, though. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where Sonya's traveled around the world doing volleyball, I've been going on drug dealer dimes. You know what I'm saying? Well, hopefully, trying to. And so, I realized that I was always walking around thinking yo, if this would have been different, if my daddy would have been in the house with me, and for this and the that and the this, but that don't. If you looking for certain things, you gonna go find it. Meaning, if you want to be around fuck shit, like Sonya did also.
Yes, exactly. Because I didn't want to interrupt, but I did want to add, I come from the background she said I came from, but I went looking for where she was at. I went to where she was.
Exactly. So what? I think we lost our virginity about the same time.
Yeah.
Well, she was in the house, and she might have had to ride her bike across town where I was living in the building where the person was at. You get what I'm saying? So, but it was the same time. The quest has been the same. We've been doing the same things, and music and media been affecting us the same way. And either way, our kids, our first child is the same age.
Mm-hmm.
And interject though, Sonya.
I was just telling Jay the other day, it's crazy that our kids are around the same age. They both all their names start with the letter D.
Yep.
And they all into tech and media and music in some shape, form, or fashion.
Yeah.
Of course, because of society, but also we would like to believe because of our parental influence.
Mm-hmm.
D had me and his dad and his stepdad and uncles and everybody, talking music and singing and dancing around him. And then, of course, with Daywan and Davion growing up in the house with musicians at a studio,
Mm-hmm.
So,
I don't like that braid. I'm so a perfectionist when it comes to this kind of stuff right here. And Sonya kind of if you don't just
throw some braids up there, please.
And
I'm like, look,
and
I'll be like, Chris, can I have as few braids as possible? I love rocking and being the model ambassador for her creative craftiness. But at the same time, I have to take all of that down, and I love, and it's so beautiful, and the braids last so long. to me and look so good still after weeks on weeks that, yeah, I wear my styles too long, and then when I take them down, I'll be way too aggravated.
Is anyone asking any questions or saying anything?
We got LaTanya. Yes, ma'am, you were special when you had them 2 French braids, so we've decided that's the ultimate do right there.
Hey.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
And you know what? I have a mother-daughter memory. Like, after summers of getting my hair braided, my mama decided at some point that she was going to learn how to do that style. And she had started out trying to learn on my little mannequin she had bought me. And then this one lady came and braided my hair. And so she asked her to teach her. And then my cousins came down. Actually, one of the cousins, I don't know if y'all on our timeline, that just passed, one of her oldest nieces, my cousin came down for the summer. And so I remember the lessons that my mom would take. Yes, cheers to my cousin, girl.
That's right.
Yes, pour
Cheers.
it out. Sharon, thank you for being part of my hair story and letting my mom learn how to do the 2 French braid styles, because after that summer, that was all I wanted. It was like, let me get them 2 French braids, 'cause the boys really like that style.
See? Hot ass.
Hot in the ass in elementary, do you hear me? Because it was kind of like you could show how much length you had without your hair really being down. So the longer that braid was, like, yeah. That's
I don't know that story.
Yeah.
I don't know that story.
That's how many Valentines you was going to get, how many kisses,
Well,
the longer your braids were. Yes,
Man.
ma'am. Them 2 pigtails, they could play giddy up, ride them to the rodeo. That might be too much.
No, that ain't too much. That's
But
what
anyway,
they're here for, to share it
that
all.
was just some fun hair stories,
She
girl.
said get on red rodeo.
Yes, you
My
got to get
fault.
your hair in the right hairstyle to attract the right kind of man.
But
You know
look,
what I'm saying?
The way I started messing with my hair, I was in the 4th grade, and I was Israelite, and this boy pulled my veil off, and because my mother,
That hair must be wet still.
no,
Oh, it's tangled.
It's fine. No,
Oh, okay.
You twirl the ends.
Oh, okay.
This boy pulled my veil off in the 4th grade, and my hair was not done underneath. Oh, Lord, you know Steve Harvey did the, oh, Lord.
Yes.
That's how I felt. Oh, my goodness. I ran to the bathroom. I stayed in there so long, did not want to come out. And from that point on, even when my veil was on, I still always was getting my hair done. I still was doing my own hair. She stopped doing it, but I was trying to find out find little styles, because I just was determined not to get caught slipping again. And that's probably where my infatuation maybe for hair started, which ultimately led me to being a hairstylist, because I vowed that I was not ever going to be caught looking crazy. As a kid, I remember that. I don't remember a lot, but I do remember that. So
I remember that same feeling, but for different circumstances. We moved from a white town to a black town. And that was middle school. What age did you say you was?
I was in the 4th grade.
Yours was 4th grade. Okay, so mine was, I guess, 6th grade. And so the change in dynamic, Jack, like, yo, going to school every day with white girls versus going to school every day with black girls.
Oh, yeah, I could see that.
And we went from elementary on the playground, and whose ponytails and pigtails, braids was the thickest and longest, and bows was the biggest and baddest.
Oh, damn,
So
that's a whole different.
flipped out bangs, perms, and brushed down baby hair. And me and my mama was not even close to being ready. I remember the day she took me to register for school, and the school secretary girl, my jaw dropped. Little cute black girl behind the desk with a white blouse on, blue shoes. I'll never forget, because she came around take me on tour. And little flats, like a mini grown woman. From the hairstyle, like the side part with the flipped out bangs, and it was first day of school, so her shit was moving like the wind. Chain, blouse, slacks and
So-
real shoes. I'm coming out of elementary, you know. And
So
here's
now
this-
you're not the only black girl with nice, good
no,
hair.
I'm the only black girl whose hair ain't done.
Done.
Cause my mama's experience was, or my experience was, we were around black people on Sundays. I got my hair done on Saturday. So the elders and the black women in the church, you know.
Oh, she did your hair for the older people,
for
not for
church.
you.
Yes, my
Fuck
hair.
how you had to look at school.
All during the week, girl. You see all
Oh.
my school yearbook pictures and all of that shit.
Oh,
Yes,
no.
I got my hair done on Saturday for Sunday. It didn't matter how I went to school during the week. And that was okay for me as long while I was going to school with the white girls because I had good long hair. So I was better than the other black girls who had a curl or short, not as good hair.
Okay. Ain't
Now
that
I
something?
go from, yeah, so I went from top of the chain, food chain to the bottom.
To the bottom.
Real quick.
Oh,
Like real quick.
man, real quick.
Real quick. So that big bush and them pigtails and them bow rests was getting me laughed at in sixth
Oh,
grade. They like
yeah.
this big almost 6 foot girl in ponytails.
Where they do that
pigtails.
at?
Right, because now all of these girls done learn how to flat iron. They
What?
own
Back
hair.
then?
I'm in the 80s. Salt and Pepper Push It. It's
Oh.
the asymmetrical
Oh,
bobs.
yeah, that's
and-
right, that's right.
Yeah,
Because
they
my
had,
Jerry curl, by that time I had a Jerry curl, I begged for that Jerry curl.
Okay, yeah.
Oh,
I
my
missed
goodness.
I missed the whole curl stage.
Yeah,
Like
you
when I
had-
came out, curls was gone. That perm, that 80s, that bob, them flipped out feathered bangs, and just the straight look. Yeah, you had to have that curled under, straight, asymmetrical swinging bob.
Oh, yeah, I ain't do
or
that to high
something
school.
like that. Yeah.
I ain't do that to high school. I couldn't do that to high school. Wow. Shoot, by the 7th grade, I was taking my veil off, changing my clothes, and then going back home. Yeah. So, the other part I wanted to discuss, though, that I thought would be interesting is the fact that when Lynn got here, her hair was like this short, maybe, right?
Yeah.
And, you know, we was already in a transition of life, if you want to call it that. And now, of course, she's in the home. I'm not going to say she should go to the beauty salon. We got a salon in the house, so now I'm doing her hair. But as I'm doing her hair, and her hair is growing, my hair is falling out.
And we didn't know why.
Yeah, I don't know what that's about. Kind of, when we go back, I think it was about vegan, because I know you got to be B12 or whatever. Anyway, though, so it was like really humbling to have to do my sister's hair while mine is falling out. And there's nothing I could do about it. And every time I took her hair down, 6 weeks later, she'll try to keep it 2 months.
Yes,
but
I will.
every time I took her hair down, her hair was at least twice as long and double the length. I swear I want to say 3 times. And I'm like, for real, universe? You gonna put the woman in my house who got hair that grow like a chia pet?
Yeah, for real.
And my hair is raking off to nothing? Oh my goodness. But it was the best thing that was happening, that could have happened to me, because I mean, what was I going to do? I wasn't going to get no weave. I didn't believe in that. So I had to be secure in myself and who I am to Jay, to not think that her hair was going to determine how much love he has for me, and how well our relationship would be. And somebody could say, oh, that's being extra. Every woman know the first thing they judging a woman by is usually her hair. That's why we go so hard for hair like that. Because a woman will be fat, but as long as she got a weave, she thinks she popping.
Right.
I'm a hairdresser, I know.
Same thing with little girls. I mean, like I just part of that was some of the discussion we were having, pre-show discussion, was that I remember going back again to the difference in white school and black school. Like, yeah, even the thick. Then jealousies, basically. We were talking about jealousies and when they began, and Chris brought up the point about it being starting with hair. And I brought up the fact that, because she's going to speak from her perspective and me from mine. So mine is from someone who had hair, but didn't go to the beauty shop. And so what I saw was the girls that were afforded the privilege to be able to start going to the beauty shop earlier, even when we were still in pigtails. So they might have had a perm, you know, with slick edges, and it's gonna last longer, that style. Or just the fact that they can say, I went to the shop. So then there's that time they want to say they spent with their mom, but they know their mom was with the homegirls, or they got dropped off, you know. But just trying to up other girls in the neighborhood, like, what y'all do this weekend? Oh, I went to the grocery store. My mama, oh, I went to the shop, you know. So then you get to hear grown women conversation. You get to be up on other topics that the other little girls that's getting their hair done at home, they're not aware of, you know. So then I saw that create a divide for me and my culture of girls, the ones that was able to go to the shop versus the ones that weren't able to go to the shop.
And when she said that today, I was like, well, damn, besides my first Jerry curl, I ain't been in the shop, and I ain't really know nobody that went to the shop like that. We went to the woman in our building that did hair, or your mother did your hair. So when we talk about, say for example, me being from New York and having access to fashion and people thinking we got more money or something like that because you could go to Canal Street and get some fake shit or whatever, and where you might discuss you had to wear some high waters or something like that, but your mother's able to take you to the beauty salon because she with a different level of person.
Yes.
So that middle class versus poor, lower class, or whatever the case,
Right.
that didn't really become popular to me, I thought, as far as seeing young girls being in a salon. I thought that didn't happen until I was doing hair.
Oh, okay. See, so I grew up with two parents from an educated, what's the word? They were educated themselves, and they were both in education and in the church. So I was around more, I guess, families as a whole. And so I saw women with husbands. I heard the conversations. You know, I grew up like with my mom in the house. So I heard her response to conversations or comments. And, you know, just saw how we lived based on stuff that I heard that maybe they didn't think we heard. You know, decisions that they make. Like, oh, so-and-so is married with a husband and he's got a good job, but he's an engineer. He makes 6 digits. So his wife and daughter go to the beauty shop. My mom is married, educated, but she's married to an educator on a teacher's salary with 2 sons in college.
Okay.
So that going to she did my hair and her hair. You see what I'm saying? So it was just a different scenario. But when she could, if there was an opportunity or the right occasion, or we was going to be in a particular place, I noticed there were times where I was for sure going to get my hair done.
So if I could pause,
I'm thinking it's like certain people are there, you know, and it's like, okay, well, the standard is at least bare minimum. My mom is educated. She's married to an educator. They got 2 salaries in the house. They own a home. My hair is going to look nice for this occasion at the least. You know what I'm saying? It's going to look beauty shop nice.
So if I could pause for a minute, I want to talk about one time it was a live and Jay was talking about you cooking and being in the kitchen and people was like, is she a maid? If you listen to our live, Sonya grew up seeing her mother in the kitchen cooking for her dad. She saw her mother be a homemaker, even if her mother didn't want to have to work, you know, and still did. She saw that. So Sonya being a homemaker is more natural for her. That's where she really will feel more comfortable than needing to go out. I saw a mother that was always on the go because she was a single mother. She was gone. So to me, I'm the person that get out there, I make shit happen. That's why I'm an entrepreneur. I want to be in control of my finances. I don't want to work for nobody. I saw a woman struggle by herself, and I was like, that's not gonna be me. And I knew that really young. That's why I mess with drug dealers. Like, I knew that.
And
That
I
was,
saw at home a man desperate to provide, and what I believe trying to also compromise with his woman, you know, and what her needs were in that provision, the appearance of provision, like a man's level of appearance of provision versus a woman's level of appearance of provision, and that create conflict in the home, whereas she would have, I think he's even told me he wished that he'd have made her stay at home and work, and they live off of his salary rather than trying to keep up with the other double parent, two family, two educator homes. You know what I'm saying? Like, we already discussed, if a woman's doing manly things, she takes on manly attributes. So she's gonna walk hard and talk a certain way to other men and be aggravated. She got a man at the job she got to be accountable for, and he ain't giving her nothing but a paycheck, you know, once every so often. And then she got to go home, and this other man got to tell her what to do. So always being on bended knee, like, yeah, I could see where that could make a woman angry, unless she was living in her feminine flow and energy, reserved, laid back in the cut, like, yo, my man go get it, and when he bring it to the house, I whip it up and make it into something else, because that's just how we rock, you know.
And I could see how it could be hard for a man to feel needed when a woman thinks she could just make her own money. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm always like, I can make my own money. I stay at work all day. I be there 10 hours, 12 hours. I made the money, but now I'm irritated. You know what I'm saying? I made the money, but I don't want to be a wife. I don't want to be a mother by the time I get home.
Right.
And it wasn't until I became a full-time student and I couldn't really work but so much anyway that I had to let my income go down and rely on him more. And that's really when things began to change, you know, personally for our relationship, because I was really like in a broke college. You know when they be like, when you go to college, you broke college student, whatever the case. I don't like using those terms, but you get what I'm saying. So, yeah.
LaTanya, thank you for commenting and being here with us today. She mentions that she coined the phrase kitchen beautician by her statement saying, yeah, my mom was an RN for 25 years. She worked for 12 to 16 hours. And so she did her hair herself starting around 16, which, you know, we've discussed that before. The mom that doesn't have to work is afforded the luxury of spending that time with her child, teaching her child, that daughter, not only just woman, mom, wife things, but also where I lack, and my mom did my hair, but she also worked, is in me knowing how to do my own hair. You know, that's not to blame my mom, but had we done hair more often, then maybe I would have had a great, but like Chris said, who's to say what that may be and what is?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We got to stop thinking about the maybes and what ifs.
So it's just an opportunity, ladies, women, mothers, to be doing hair with your kid, the conversations that you can have, the rites of passage and information that you can pass down, and just the legacy of a woman appreciating and knowing how to do her own hair.
Yeah.
That's huge.
Because one thing I can say, and I will always be grateful to my mother for, is because I didn't go to the beauty salon, because I was an Israelite and wasn't getting, she stopped doing my hair, I learned how to do hair. So what have I made a great life for myself as? A cosmetologist. I wouldn't have known I wouldn't have did that if I didn't have that around me. So by the time I'm like 13, I'm doing her hair, I'm doing her sew-ins, I'm doing her friends' micro braids. You know what I'm saying? I know how to cornrow. So by the time I finish, by the time I graduated from high school and can't get into nobody college because I've been a fuck up the whole time. I've been a fast ass the whole time. I could go straight into hair school, you know, and I have made a great life for myself because of that. So I have had some clients. I had a client, she had like 5 daughters, 4 girls, like 4 girls. And she would bring them all to get their hair done. And she didn't like them to do their own hair. But one of the daughters actually could do hair. And I could tell just by the conversation. But the mother, like I said, she wouldn't let them. And I'm like, boy, the money you could be saving if you let these girls do their own hair. Mm-hmm. Like, how can you develop a skill if you take your daughter to the beauty salon, you know, every 2 weeks and stuff like that? And that's just a side note, just on, I just felt like the beauty shop was going to be a dying breed anyway, because once you start taking your young kid to the salon all the time, you stunt the creativity that they will have by messing in their own hair. Part of being a little girl is also playing in your shit.
Yeah, and playing in your homegirls.
Yeah,
hair.
yeah.
Like, I learned this new style. I seen this new style. I want to try it on your head, or I think this will look cute on you.
Exactly.
Whoopty woo, blase, blase. Like, that's how that used to go.
Yep. So what else was we talking about?
You brought up a good point, and we were discussing this earlier about the jealousy. And from my perspective, and the jealousy of like the little girls noticing it amongst the women of the girls that could go to the beauty shop versus the girls that couldn't go. So now we're projecting from that idea in conversation like, oh, you know what? So the chicks that didn't go to the beauty shop are probably, or could be likely, make up a large part of the natural hair movement chicks.
Say that again?
Like the people that didn't go to the beauty shop. I didn't grow up going to the beauty shop. So what I did grow up doing was my own hair still.
Okay.
But what I did was perms all the way through college. And then after college, I went natural. It was a natural transition because I was still doing my own hair. Versus if I was a child that maybe grew up going to the beauty shop, getting my hair done. Oh, we concluded them probably the chicks that got weave first too. Like where
I know I was sewing in my own weave.
You was sewing in your own? Oh, okay.
It probably was a hot mess. I saw some hot mess pictures, but I just say those pieces of my mama hair. And then go sew it in. Because she was getting the sewing.
Okay, that's what I was wondering. Like, where does a young girl get access to weave if her mom, it had to be a mom at a beauty shop, somebody in the family, you know, around. Yeah, because I didn't have my hands on the weave till my first photo shoot.
Well, I mean, they've been beauty supply stores, so I guess it's just about what your focus is.
Yeah.
That's what you're trying. That's what I was saying. A thought is a thing, so what you ain't trying to look for, you not going to find.
Right.
We had beauty supply stores everywhere in New York.
Yep, sure did. And the first time that I had to accent, accentuate, make my hair look more than it was as an adult, post-child.
And you wouldn't have needed to really look for that because you had hair growing up.
Exactly.
The only person that would have been looking for that more quickly is the person who didn't have hair.
Right.
Which would have been me. So that's what my mother, she went and got a weave at a place called the House of Evelyn. It was not even a lot of people getting weaves at that time. I think she paid like like $300-$400, and she probably had like 5 tracks sewn in, and it was a salt and pepper hairstyle. Yeah. That's what she did back there. And that was a very big deal. But shoot, I charged $250 for a sewing easily, and I could do that in 3 hours hands down. That's what I'm known for. So I definitely can't hate on the craft that I built due to her her need.
Yeah.
So what else is being said?
We got Latanya again. She was like, yeah, baby, she got pictures of her tracks.
Now look where we at though when it comes to tracks as a hairdresser. That's why I said this natural, I don't want to call it a movement because it's not. Like to me, if we had like I want to have a Total Woman Healing Center, right?
Mm-hmm.
One of the first things you're going to be required to do, you're going to have to cut your hair off. Yep, bald it. Don't come if you ain't ready to cut it off. Why? You cannot see how pretty you are, beautiful you are, because people can't see past their edges.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe that's the whole damn problem. We worried about this hair right here on the side, and if you just brush your hair will lay. And it's funny because when I say that, people are like, if we went by black people, then for the most part, we would think most black women edges don't lay, even though they can.
Right. Brush,
but then you say you want to be like a white woman. No, I don't. Oh, yes, you do.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you do. Because those are the only people who got those straight edges like that you could be judging yourself, against. So, yeah.
That's a good point that you make that I just thought of.
What you thought?
Edges are the frame to our face.
Exactly.
So without them, you just frameless.
You stupid.
I was trying to think of a positive. I didn't want to say faceless.
Because see, this is the thing. I'm saying fuck the edges when you cut it off, right? I'm trying to get you to see yourself without the edges. I get what you're saying.
Yes.
But she also real hairy. So she got a lot of edges.
I got a
baby
lot
hair.
of frame.
I don't have a lot of frame, but I get where she coming from. You can't brush your edges concerned about the rest of your hair. You can't brush your edges keeping your wrap on because you don't want to take your hair down. You cannot have good edges getting a relaxer. You get what I'm saying? So the very thing you need to kind of frame your face, like how you need your eyebrows.
Exactly.
Your eyelashes.
And your nose hair and your
you get what I'm saying?
hair,
Yeah, like
your underarm hair, your coolie hair, your hair, period.
So even like when people doing their eyebrows, I very rarely have to do my eyebrows because I had got them waxed and razored so much that they don't even, the regular thickness I had don't even grow no more. So they automatically stage arch, kind of, sort of. So they got to, like, I'm talking about I may tweeze them a little bit twice a year. Or like only a special occasion, just a couple of pieces on the bottom, not even on the top. So if you're not taking care of the hair that frames your face, then of course you're gonna feel like something is missing.
Yes.
But the only way you can start to take care of your hair is to cut it off and go out into the world, first of all, as yourself without hiding. And when you see how free you feel and nobody is like, oh, she's a monster, you know. When you realize you're not the monster that you keep telling yourself you are,
exactly.
you will ease up on yourself.
Right.
And then as it's growing back, you will brush it.
Yeah.
You can't play in it, can't add no pieces on it, nothing. So you can't do nothing but let it grow back. And when my hair grew back, I was like, oh shit, Jay, this is some different hair.
And
I ain't never had this hair.
Yeah, you appreciate it.
Yeah, you appreciate it better. Put like this, if I was a damn piece of hair, I wouldn't grow out nobody's scalp that didn't love me when I came out.
Yeah.
If a plant could grow, if you love it, then why you think your hair can't grow if you love it?
Exactly.
But if you don't love it, why should it grow and flourish for you? Would you even notice that it's beautiful?
Yeah.
You know, so.
And that plant needs water just like your hair. Not just on the inside, on the outside, but on the inside.
Exactly.
Your hair needs sun, just like that plant. And it needs nourishment, good food.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Let me see if I
can. And it needs tender loving care. You know what I'm saying? You massage your feet. You massage your back, massage your scalp, massage your head. We used to do that.
Yo.
for each other. Girl, let me scratch your scalp. Girl, get this
Uh-huh.
dandruff for me. Grease my scalp for me way back there in the back where I can't reach it.
Let's see if I could get a little piece of music playing.
Play some music, girl. Play some music on this here sister. Sister Sunday.
Go ahead and sing home Sunday, Bunny.
Yeah, sister. I see you looking my way.
You can't really hear it. Why it's starting?
Oh, because it's playing your
I was like, what the hell is
and
that?
music.
Okay, let me make that small.
Yeah, there you go.
Nacho! Let's see. That made me
Baby,
just think
yeah.
about I'm still cute.
Yes, still cute, bald headed. I remember cutting off my hair so many times and having to give myself an edge up. All of this across here, having that old bubble gum. Just
You can't hear it.
Nah, not really.
You can't hear it. Well, we'll have our music playing next time.
And just having to go out with it like that. Like I meant to do that. Okay?
But y'all know everybody should have the Clark Sisters album, every woman, especially if you watch it. If not, you're doing yourself a disservice. How many people we got on here today?
We got 26.
26.
Holla
Latoya's
if
the
you
only
hear
one
me. Yeah.
speaking. Nobody watching don't have no
Holla
questions.
if you in here.
I'm trying to tell you.
Say what's up.
I just made a post. I told y'all when
To
you
the
look and you
clock.
don't speak, it's like you stalking.
Sisters.
Don't be a stalker.
Yes, say what's up.
Perverted.
Yes. Okay, so Latanya says her mom had alopecia her whole life.
My mother
and
did
had
too.
to wear wigs if she was living now.
Oh,
Really?
sorry to hear that.
Yeah, us too.
But that's how I started, and I didn't say that, but that's what happened. My mother had alopecia. She got it really young, in her early 30s. So that house at Evelyn that she went to get her first weave, and of course she was a single mother. You don't have that type of money to pay for a weave. So after she got it done, I think she went twice, and she just sat me down and she said, "You gonna learn how to do this.
Yeah.
You gonna learn."
Yeah.
And back then we was expected to learn.
I would pay money for somebody to teach me for that skill right now. That's not to say that I want to actually be taught and sit down and learn how to do it, but if I could wink my eyes and twinkle my nose like Bewitched, I would have the skill of being able to do my own goddamn hair.
Which side you want your your bang to go over? This way, right?
Opposite over here.
Over here.
So
You said that
opposite.
way?
Yeah, so
Okay.
this way, yeah.
Yep. Dang. Well, I don't know. Any more questions? Everybody
we
trying
got?
to stay
What
till
we
I
got?
finish her hair. I was trying to do something that won't gonna take but so long, but we can always hit a picture up at the end. We're gonna be doing this though every Sunday. We're gonna be doing this every Sunday. We're gonna have music playing.
Wait, I'm gonna
We're
get my
talk about-
hair done every
No,
Sunday? Oh.
you're not. Look. Nah. Nah.
Cause I couldn't. That's a lie.
That's
I wouldn't even have this hair
you
down.
and Jay are like
Yeah,
they
ain't
never want their hair done. That's what's so crazy about this.
Yeah.
How you don't never want your hair done though? It is like
I mean, cause to do it took me 4 hours to comb it out yesterday.
that's because you keep it so long.
This is true, and then not only do I keep it, but I tangle it up when I be fingering it
Yeah.
for days. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm like,
I do that to myself.
Yeah, she do it to herself. Y'all see
love
me,
that
though. I'll be laying in the bed, be like, ooh. I mean, I get what she's saying. She don't have the skill to do hair, so she don't fuck with it. But she ain't got to do her hair. Only thing she got to do is take it out and detangle it. She don't want to do that.
And I don't even want to do that, baby.
And that's after she be in the tub like a mermaid every day. Probably
Every day.
Every day, probably. I think she take 3 baths a day.
I do. At
Yeah.
least. I
And
will
so,
take a bath, a shower, and a bath.
see? And so that's water in her hair at least 3 times a day outside of the sweat.
The workout.
Yeah, so that means that all of that is in her hair. So can you imagine if she don't want to get it done on time? Of course it's going to be stuck.
Yes.
She don't care though.
No.
She knows she gonna do it all over again. Even when I be
Yes.
like, it's time.
Yes.
She be like, okay, what is that date? Are you gonna do it? And I'm saying to her, I don't know what fucking day I'm gonna do it.
How many more days I got to not do it?
I'm like, girl, if you don't take this damn hair loose so you could be on so when I'm ready, I could get right to it.
Yes.
But Jay be the same way.
Yes.
Same damn way.
Yes. Cause see, what I want to do is just.
What do you want to do? See, she done put a character out there.
Yes.
So
I want to go from style to style, baby. You know what I'm saying?
But she don't want to take it out.
But I don't want to take it out, and I don't want to do nothing. No, I don't. I want to just blink my eyes and winkle my nose. Style, new style.
And what I don't do is take out braids.
Right.
That's what I don't do.
And the whole best part is the shampoo, baby. Oh my God. Are you kidding
Now,
me?
and I would shampoo her. Most times she do her own shampoo. She have to do all of that because she wait too long to take it out. Which means if I was to have to shampoo her, I will have to detangle her. And I don't
Yes.
want to do that. I don't like to do that. When
Yes.
my clients, I charge extra to take hair loose.
And I would too, baby. Are you kidding me? I would charge extra for everything, especially on this head. We got a new visitor saying hello.
Hello.
And it is Madam Crystalline.
Hey, where's your name pop up at?
Crystalline.
Oh, that's my boo. She live in Charlotte now.
Okay,
She just had a baby. I'm gonna go see. I was saying that you could go see your niece and I could go see Crystalline.
Crystalline.
Yes.
Is that on the
Thank
way
you.
or in the same
She
place?
in
or
Charlotte.
something like
Ain't
that?
your niece in Charlotte?
Nah, she in Concord.
It's still next to Charlotte. It's
Oh,
all
okay.
around the same. What you call it? Yeah, we could just have a girls thing. I'll go see her, and then this is the thing. This is the beauty of Facebook. If we use it the right way. Lynn is here because of Facebook.
Yeah.
Misty is her. My garden is Misty's garden because of Facebook. Crystalline is my friend because of Facebook. We've spent hours on the phone talking to each other.
Oh,
now
excuse me.
she's back in Charlotte, but I think they're from this side.
Ooh.
Right, Crystalline? Aren't you from this side and you just moved back to this side? But anyway, I'm going to go, you know what I'm saying, check her out. We're going to be sisters for each other. Sisters using sisters to attain holistic success. So when she called me, even if I'm busy, I'm like, do you need me right now? She just asked her, do you need me right now? If not, I got you, you know what I'm saying, on another day. And I know if I needed to call her and talk to her, I know that. And that's just from Facebook. It is a great net to capture like-minded people.
You already know.
You already know. Definitely before we get out of here, if anybody is watching, if there's any topic they know they want us to talk about, put it on put it on this post. And of course we'll have some very interesting conversations going on in here about all type of stuff. You know, we got this. How y'all feel about the Wakanda man? I shouldn't say it like that.
Well,
the Wakanda man passing away. You know, we talk about stuff.
Crystalline answered your question. She said she is from here, but she just moved back from the ATL.
Yeah, that's right.
Hey, shawty, what it do?
I just believe that we will capture like-minded people, and if you want people that show you an alternative way to live, or you are living in your own truth, and you just don't want to feel alone in it, we right here.
Holla.
We right here.
Find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram.
What else? Twitter, Instagram. Yup, Clark Sisters. Get the Clark Sisters. Can you put the link up there for
Oh,
if
for
anybody have it?
sure. Let me drop that distro kid. It's
Yeah.
jamming. And when you buy the album, hey, drop us the line and let us know what's your favorite song, baby.
Yeah, let us know. Let us know.
Yeah.
Look
Let
at
us
this hair,
know
y'all.
what you jamming to.
This is I don't give a fuck hair right here. She
It
gives
really
no
is.
fucks about this hair.
At all whatsoever. But you know, I can't say that because I mean, well, yeah, I do.
She don't really
Nah,
care.
I don't. Yeah,
She
I don't.
I'm about to say, I know somebody
really
care
don't.
about hair.
Yeah, I don't. Look, because I was about to look for the little bit of credit. I still got it. But that's inspired. That's externally motivated. And look, and I did it. I watched it externally motivated. So, yeah, no.
If you
I had to
wouldn't-
just be honest. No, I don't. I would have about that much hair. A single curl. I like one curl. One curl. One curl. All I really need is one curl.
One curl.
One curl.
All I need is
Is
one.
curl, baby.
I may do Tuesdays, start back Total Woman Tuesdays. Lynn gonna do a workout class to the Clark Sisters album.
Yes.
At some point when she healed from her injury she got. We
It's
want to talk
called
about
Flat
your
Ass
injury.
Fitness. Yeah, my injury is a result of not stretching enough. So I hurt an abdominal muscle called a QL, and it's very prominent to the functions of your body. It runs up your spine, it wraps around your hip and groin, and then goes down your leg. So when I pulled it, it made my ribs, back, hip, pelvis, and legs hurt. So pretty much like 80% of my body.
Excuse me.
So it's just been a slow process, but all process is good process. So as long as we're still moving forward towards the goal, which is back to singing and dancing again, baby. You know I can't wait. I can't wait. I'm super excited. Every day is a new day and a new way for a new view. So the way I view it, I get better every day, baby. Better with time.
She will be having Flat Ass Fitness, she said.
Yes.
And she's going to be dancing to the Clark Sisters album. And y'all welcome to get in. And LaTanya, at that point, you'll be able to be crunk any time of day. I will get in when I fit in. We'll have cooking shows soon. I'm going to be talking about all type of shit because I'm in class. So every time I learn something, I'm going to be on here being Dr. Clark, being a scholar, trying to say something that, trying to have a spin on how we see things, because I think we've been saying a lot of things the wrong way, just repeating what we heard and not understood that. And when you go to college and you learn it from the white man's perspective, you realize how crazy it is that we've been walking around saying stuff. Not because if you go to college, you smarter, but you got to put that work in. But I'm just saying, when you start to see like the studies that people are doing on black people and how they really see us, if you really knew how white people really saw you, I ain't talking about the ones that kill you. That's obvious. I'm talking about the fact that when you say that there's a deadbeat man, they look at your man like that. They look at your son like that. They look at your daddy like that. They look at your uncle like that. When you realize the study and the money that is funded on people researching the fuck people in the world,
Yeah.
and then giving you the title to carry, you won't do that no more. You won't do that no more.
Like we're gonna have a whole show entitled "Shit We Ain't Gonna Do."
We're going to do some freestyling. Me and Lynn going to get on a damn beat. And we just go ham on it. Y'all can help us write a song. Give us some, give us some key words. Let's get it. This music, it ain't just for us. It's for y'all. We always say we don't have no good music to listen to. Well, now we do. Well, now we can. Now we do, because we got the Clark sisters.
Yes.
What you was gonna say?
That our show can be a piggyback to Jay's show. Jay said he gonna have a show called We Do It to Ourselves. So whatever that is that he highlights that we do to ourselves, like whatever that is.
Like that, like let's talk.
We're gonna bounce around and come up. We're gonna bounce right up on live on our channel. Like take his live from him when he pops up and do his topic. And we'll go live when he go live.
Go live.
For the ladies. And take all the ladies off his live. Be like, look here, ladies. Seeing this is how society views us, and this has become the new norm. We're going to flip the script. We're going to bend the board, you know what I'm saying? And we're going to rock it like this.
Yeah, you're going to try to steal.
This is how we going to do it.
Audience.
You know them ladies ain't over there listening to him, cussing, fussing them, and call them out their names after the first 2-3 times anyway.
Yeah, right.
So we're going to come over, we're going to flip it, turn on the
I don't know about that.
The clock said, okay, we'll come on right after he
right
get
after.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
look,
right
that's
after.
this year athlete. I'm like, you sure? We don't want the Jay to type. He like, I'm going to drop a song.
Yes.
Fuck the Clark sisters. I'm like, how you going to say fuck the Clark sisters? You going to write a song. You done damn helped. You done damn did all this shit on the Clark sisters. You going to damn wipe your own self out. But that's what athletes do. I think, oh, look, that made me think about your athletic wear you want to come up with, you want to start.
Oh, yeah.
And why women need rites of passage. And I think that rites of passage should be volleyball.
Yeah. Man, I'm telling you, that thing right there taught me so much. Baby, my
Tell
first
them about
time,
your volleyball thing that was on Facebook the other day.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so I get several, friend requests.
I had to take this one out.
From old teammates. And I'm like, oh, snap. They on to the Clark sisters, this, that, and the other. And so then one of them inboxed me like, yo, we got to do a reunion. And I'm like, what is happening? So then I go check my timeline, and ESPN did, since the sports is not what it used to be, people ain't playing as much or whatever with COVID. The ESPN has been playing old games, old national championships. So I watched some of the other ones.
Damn it, Grub!
Yes. And so just the other day, they posted ours. Texas, when we went to the Final Four back in the mid-90s, 95, 96.
You need to share that to this page so people can see that.
Okay, huh? Cool beans.
Yeah.
I was permed up back then.
Yeah, you did. You was slip back in front
yes,
there.
I had that.
You was.
Yeah, and I was also doing everybody else's perms too.
What? Somebody let you do their perm?
Oh, baby, I was doing everybody perms. What? I was the perm queen. I could do a game. We could be through with our game at 9, and I could be at the party by 12. I could do a perm, blow dry roller set in 2 hours.
No fucking way.
I promise on my
her
own
hair was
head.
not dry.
On
I don't
my
believe
own
that.
head. Oh, yeah.
I don't believe that.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
I don't believe that.
Believe it.
I don't know. We can't do a relaxer, so we won't never know. But
my teammates, I'm gonna be sure to ask them.
Okay, I'm gonna have to. We gonna let y'all know
on Facebook.
But she gonna do a post. We gonna let her know. But I just want to thank everybody who tuned in and turned on and tapped in. But how we say it, tuned in? What's the word? How they go?
Tap, tune, turn.
Yeah. All of that.
Yeah.
And thank you for letting us be a part of your day. And just keep on keeping on and keep on stopping in on Sundays and any other show we go live to give to you. Have a great Sister Sunday.
What kind of Sunday?
Sister.
Sister.